Ngona marasna re talaga jibi riski mile mo java re ga zolo libiri mo gwanti wako peli mara wa yu java zo mo gwanti wako peli mara wa yu mnandezo.
Yo, what up? This is Mkay Frash. You tell my push on my taxi. This is Friday. I'm chilling with my main man from the Vozu, where they do the Vozu entertainment, like the V entertainment, where they do the whole TV. Like when we're watching TV, this is where they do it. I'm chilling with my man Tebogo, straight out of my Melody, my hometown. Shout out, family. What's going on,
Papa? Are you good, sir?
Maintaining.
Yeah, man, we made it. We're on HFK. Yeah, man, it's an honor.
Yeah, shout out to you, man. My Melody. You know, tell me a little bit about my Melody. I mean, a lot of cats don't know where my Melody is. It's in PTA, Pretoria.
Mahlanye,
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me the
Melody, man. Biggest thing, the team, the soccer team.
Melody Sundown.
Yes, sir. Still maintaining him today, all the way.
I'm from Hammanskraal. I mean, obviously PTA would be the nearest town, so that's what I represent. So, I mean, my Melody was always known for like the notorious aspect of like gangsterism. Are you from the west or are you from the east?
From the west.
You're from the west side. How was that like in that era? Because I mean, my Melody was really really dark at that time.
It was crazy. I mean, you're growing up at a time where cars like Bullie 323, Madombolo. It's like the first Ford lasers and all that came out, and there used to be a crew called Nega. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So those were the dudes where they're being chased by the popo. Everybody in school would be going out to see, obviously, deflate and all of that, and they're running, and then these dudes are like hiding and all those things. But it's in that area, and then that's when we grow up idolizing the wrong peeps.
Did you buy a lot of styles from these dudes? Even as bad as they were, bad boys. Did you take a lot of inspirations in terms of style?
I'm not even gonna front. I did.
No doubt.
They could actually pull off like a Maserati shirt with like a chain just hanging there with like a Kruger end. And at the time I didn't even know the value of a Kruger end, you know what I mean? And at home would be playing on a Sunday while the pots are going on with the 7 colors. Uncle is chilling outside, Kiwi teen flipped, spirit on the side, water on the side, stoning a flosham type style. You know what I mean? And I'm the kid that's running up and down fishing the water, sitting there and going, can I get some of that? They're like, nah, man, like that's like 5 clips, 7 clips. And at the time, it's expensive. It's hectic guap, you know what I mean?
Why was it? Were you too young for that type of style?
I think the idea that you're too young, and again, maybe they're getting you like a size 13, like a kiddie shoe, and then you're growing up, and then you're gonna leave it behind because they were strong like that. Those shoes, you know what I mean? And it's there, and I think with the guap also, because we're not that moneyed, you know what I mean?
Tell me about what you do around Vozu, what you do for Vozu entertainment.
I'm like
and as well, tell me about why TV, why you chose to go that route.
It's a bit funny because when I was growing up at my granny's crib, they actually showed a series. I think it was like 2 or 3 seasons of the Silo there.
Yeah, the Silo is like a sci-fi drama that we had from back in the days. It's like Maclosey sci-fi joints.
Dokoloshi type vibes, dude. The Silo come through and come save the day type of thing.
Le Silo, vulamoa signor Tlekwane, ke a go bitsa.
And geez, man, I think it's the idea of growing up in the environment and checking it out, because back then they had like everything was huge. You know what I mean? Like now when they're shooting something, you can come with a small camera. Like I think even at the time, I kid you not, they actually even had trailers.
That's crazy.
Of this is where dude is dressing up, and literally you could be chilling outside the house when they're shooting there from like one during the day till like they wrap at like 6, 7 at night, because you're hoping to see the Silo, you're hoping to see all of that. But for me, it was a dope thing, dope experience. But it took away the element of watching the thing on TV and getting scared, because I actually knew who was rocking the outfit.
You're like, nah, man, that could be it.
That's that little short dude, you know what I mean? So it's that, and then obviously growing up, kukas and all of that, you gotta. it's a bit tough knowing like where you need to be directing yourself to. I did the soccer thing. I played for like Sundowns till like under 16. You know what I mean? And the streets took over. I was a kid that was like curious though, in terms of like reading magazines and all of that. Even when I was watching movies, I end up just going through the behind the scenes. Oh, this is how it's done, and always been fascinated and asking around and all of that, you know. And I had about an institution in Joburg called Boston, and I was like, yo, that's what I want to do.
Was that Lisilo thing, and then the Vozo thing?
I think subconsciously it was that, because I knew that there was magic to what you actually see on TV.
Yeah.
It's not just the cut and paste and it goes out, you know what I mean? And that journey, I mean, it led me to studying Boston. It led me hustling as far as working back books, TV series like Bokazlam, doing the Zola 7. Jeez, and afterwards ended up editing at the backstage.
Backstage was legendary as well. I mean,
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I think one thing led to another, and I ended up doing music related stuff through Channel O, and Vuzu came to light. I think it was 3 to 4 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that time.
And then we were like the early peeps that knew through the company that I worked for, Town, and then we like were on the forefront and put it together. So what I do here, I'm like, geez, titles, associate creative producer, director type thing. You know what I mean?
The love for sneakers, the love for shoes. Where does it come from?
Yo, hey, Joe. Yo, I think I'm not even gonna front my old lady, maybe, Joy.
Yeah.
Because I mean, through that, you would have, if she was working through retail, you would have an option of a little North Star Nyana, a little Super Star Nyana, a little high tech, a little Power Nyana. You know what I mean? And you would have like 1 or 2 or 3, you know what I mean? As much as you would wear it to a point that you'd be putting like a cut box, that's how much I dig that age. You know what I mean?
Was your mom picking them up, or was it more or less like a genuine thing between the two parties?
At the time I had no say that. You know, it's cheap and that's what you're getting. And you're not getting the second pair up until that one is like something like this.
It's that sort of fuel the love for the soul.
And I think it's something that I call like, it's a self-promise to yourself. Whenever you're going through stuff and you keep saying it, so like I know one day I'll get to that point where I've got X, Y, Z. I'm just a one-day situation that's actually following up to that. You know what I mean? I said to myself back then, I was like, one day I'm gonna have a couple of shoes. You know what I mean? And I got the couple of shoes. I was like, damn, I got like from Monday to Sunday. Okay, surely let me try 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks went to a month. And a month went to 2. And went to 3, went to 4, and we're still going. You know what I mean? It's just that love, and dude, you just gotta appreciate these things. Somebody sits there in a boardroom or wherever, they sketch out things like that color will go with that color and all of that. And I beg to argue and I beg to differ that is art.
The dope shit about this type of art is that it's functional. Now you can wear it out. It's not hang by your house.
For me, kicks is like an extension of my personality, dude. Sick. It's about that. It's like I'm wearing art. It's not just random.
When is it enough? When is it like, yo, you know what? I think I had enough.
I actually have a number. The number is 366.
366.
From like beginning of the year till the end of the year. Whatever comes in, it will make me look at what I have and go, oh no, I got that MX, I got that. Let me pass it on to the kids. You know what I mean? It's dope to collect, but it's always dope to like, I see the love that I'll be giving the kids that will normally be watching my kid Bugatti, and they look at, oh, can't believe you got this. And the kid is gonna so lose his mind when a couple of months later I'm like, you drop a sort out this, sort out that, keep that. Sick. It's about that.
I mean, obviously it's hunting for kicks. We want to see what you got, and you know what you got for the kids.
Yeah, man. Jeez, for the kids, man. Yo, I got a Levi, Maestro, and Vans collab, dude. You know what I mean?
Sick.
And then immediately when you say names like, I mean, a Levi, Maestro.
Who the hell is Levi, Maestro?
Dog. To the peeps that know, they know. But I mean, obviously to the kids out there that are aspiring and coming up and all of that, is a dude that is just like a self-made dude, you know what I mean? He follows his passion. He used to work as a waiter at some stage and he got fired, and he was like, you know what, it's the idea of not sit on your hands, let me go out there and do what I do. He hangs out with like dope cats, man. He would spend a day chilling with Banbi. He'd spend a day chilling with the Miguel. Would spend a day chilling with a Warren G, dude. And those are like his peeps, and they just go through stuff, life, he loves food like crazy. But he's not about, you know what I mean? He's about that ebb and life, and he's about living limitless. That's how I would if somebody were to ask me like, what do I dig about Maestro? It's just he's limitless, dude.
Yeah.
Whoever gave him the account at advance and be like, yo, mess with us in terms of, they know his passion, they know his love, you know what I mean? And for me, like I say again, to get a piece of this, that's the dude that I know, and that's the dude that I eventually met at Street Cred when he came down. You know, and you think, geez, I'm gonna have so many questions for this guy when you meet him. And all I did was like, dude, just seeing your stuff just made me kind of like redirect and put my foot in the pedal and say, I can do it, I can go faster. Do you know what I mean?
Did he motivate you in terms of, or inspire you in terms of like production? Because I know he handles his own production.
That's that.
And his own camera.
Dude, we actually
he shoots his own.
He does everything. It's just like on
Himself,
this thing. But it's just that, and it's not because he can't get anybody to shoot, because it's so personal to a point that it's that idea that you dig it so much that you don't care if the camera is shaky. You don't care if the sound is whatever.
You want that story to be told,
You wait and you're like, geez, what is his take on chilling with so and so? And you be going through them and they're touching on real stuff that we are all real about. You know what I mean? It's that.
Dope.
Do you know what I mean? So that's what I relate and dig up. And,
obviously the Vans, you know, the love for the Vans.
And Vans relates to the whole skating culture and all of that, and it's I think it was a perfect shoe, dude. And I mean, I met the dude and he told me that, yo, this might be popping later. And at the time, he just dropped the Infinity piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the watch. The watch that he dropped.
And I was like, everybody, and I got it. And I was like, geez, dog, how do you tell time? It's like, nah, time is irrelevant when you're doing what you love. Dope thing. And for me, when they said this is dropping, dude, and obviously we always in the back end of getting stuff.
But this wasn't locally released.
Nah, it wasn't. Undefeated, the vibes. What I think about it is that this is that type of age that you can rock on some grown-up tip, and on some denim vibes and all of that, man. And what I like is that normally we all go like all secular on that vibe. He went all square on it. You know what I mean?
Sick. And then is it the lace?
No, I had to flip the laces.
Oh, you flip the lace.
I flip the laces.
Okay, cool.
It comes with this.
Oh, sick. These are the original laces that come with the shoe.
I'm a very colorful person.
Yeah, he just pimped his shoe up. So these are the original laces that comes with his 2 laces, 2 colorways. And tell me a bit about the shoe, the comfort, man.
Just the shoe. The comfort is dope. And what I dig again, it's this, dude.
Yeah, the sole.
Yeah, and you ask and you're like, why would you go these colors? He says, because in life, we're all different colors once in a while. You know? Today I could be all yellow, tomorrow I could be all red, and then the other day I could be all green, because it's just about life.
Tell me about the leather. What kind of leather is this?
Jeez.
What are we working with? You know what I mean? Tell me a bit about like the technology.
I mean, jeez, man, it's a thing that even the leather is plain. There's got a little leather bit inside of it.
So it's got a leather interior.
Yeah. You know? And then on top of it, I mean, he went all leather halfway on the whole shoe, and then at the toe box there, he went all suede on it. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And it's proper, dude. And he was not even trying to be like, no, I'm gonna come out with this colorway and that colorway. He's like, yo, this is me, and that's it. Dope. Do you know what I mean? And it's open to criticism and whatnot. But for me, this is one of the best way to go subtle and be like, personalize your ish, you know what I mean? And inside it's got a little Vans and his little signature inside, you know what I mean?
There you go, my brother. Maestro, that's his signature. It's a collabo. But as well as like, for me, I don't see a lot of like branding from the outside. That's why I just feel like the shoe, as we talk about, is like an underdog type of shoe, you know. And
he's also like an underdog, and it's that journey of the underdog, you know what I mean? Because you can sit and question and go, why didn't they give it to that skater? Why didn't they give it to that skater that's on the come up or whoever? But they went back and said, Maestro, you're passionate about skating. I mean, you can even see him when he's shooting most of the time. He's on his skate doing his thing, you know what I mean? And it was like, yo, I'll come out with this. And then for you to get it, who would wear it? It's people that are in the know. You're right. It's an underdog thing.
Dope, man. And I see even with the tongue, ladies and gentlemen, there's no tag on it. Like it's just as plain, and you just see the.
That's what you get. It's the Vol Vans thing.
The Vol Vans at the back. You know, normally it comes with that red, logo. There's like a special edition, so they had to switch it up.
And it's not even anywhere, dude. It's like sold out. You can't get it. Well, eBay and the works.
How many quantities did they drop?
Jeez, if I'm not wrong, probably like under 1,000, eh?
Under 1,000. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about like buying overseas, because And do you feel the need sometimes of some pieces that never get to the country that you need to hunt them in Japan and New York and
Can you tell you what? I mean, yeah, if you're a cat that goes like online all the time and get it through there, trust me, your game will be on point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the reality is, yes, your game will be on point, but there's something called customs, boss.
Yeah.
So normally you would see a shoe that say it costs like $110, 110 euros, or whatever the store may be.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that that's the only thing that you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay for it to get shipped this side, and you're paying for if customs gets it.
Yeah.
They're like, boss, you just spend money that side. You could have been spending money locally. So what are we saying? How much bread are we breaking here? You literally will get something and you spend like $110 that side, and then customs want you like 1,000.
So if the shoe is 1,000 rands, how
So
much?
you might end up actually paying a good 700 to 800 baht. That means when you wearing it, it literally costs like 1.8 or 2 grand. Do you know what I mean? And by then it was like maybe $1 grand. You know, and that's why I mean you gotta be at a point where you buddy with cats that are in the States. And if a dude of yours that's going to the States, you need to holler at them, and it's got to be somebody that understands your madness. That's like, I'm not coming back without helping this dude get this, because no one.
Le silo tsoga mo baswi mme o tle kwano.